Hello, everybody. It's the Astrology report about the next week, beginning December 19th. And what's very about the December 19th, Monday, we are going to officially have Mercury retrograde. So, a lot of you already listened to reports for Mercury retrograde. I don't want to focus on this just because this is about for the week. What's interesting, it's also what happened is that at the same time Mars it's moving into Pisces, and what the very good part of this Mars the moving into Pisces is that Mars will give us a power of to have this new thinking, to have this desire to move on it. And since we already going on through a shift, Mercury retrograde will enforce this thinking about of Capricorn to you to go ahead and move something. Just move, just think. It's you to concentrate of the way your life goes on. And at the same time, we're preparing for the shift of Uranus, which is going to be get off of the retrograde from Aries and is going to be moving direct on it. So, what it's all very good about this past week was that we went through this shift and we focused on a lot of things. There was this power when the moon was in Leo, the power of the ego. You probably end up with an argument with the people you get into it, simply so you can see the solve the issues right now. What is going to be important for the week that's coming up is that you can move forward if you have not healed the past, and that will be even feel now or you gonna feel first day on Monday morning, simply because the moon was opposition with Mars, and Mars is in transition of moving into to the Pisces, and that energy of this desire of movement. Kind of like a hold on to it, like you have to let go of the past and think of the new way. And since the moon it's in Virgo, you we have this desire to heal the things, to surround yourself with people who will help you to heal yourself or give you directions to you to get better. And that comes in from the trine when the moon it's gonna be creating this of between the moon, which is gonna be at 10 degrees early in the morning on Monday morning. We're talking about New York time. So if you are, for example, if you are in Italy, it's 7 hours ahead. If you are in England, it's 6 hours ahead. And just take a look at your map where the moon is, and if the moon is in 10 degrees, 10, you will see what I'm talking about in the chart. So when the moon start moving, the moon it's gonna be trine Mercury retrograde and Pluto, which is that's what's gonna be the emotions you to align with the people you need for that inner work that Mercury retrograde brings and is around you to be in service, because all this happens in Capricorn, that Mercury retrograde. And Virgo is part of the earth signs. It's very good position of the moon to begin this period on the earth sign, specifically on Virgo. It's just everything to be put in order, everything to be perfect, put in the right place, clean, organized, straight. So there won't be no problems with it. And that will prepare you when the moon it's gonna be moving into Libra, because you want to have this perfect relationship in there. So beginning Monday, this energy will be with that opposition with a Mars of the beginning of the day, but also there's going to be an opposition of Neptune and Pisces, and you could be feel like disoriented, like not everything is clean up for you to see. So be careful at work. What do you do? How you say things, because the things maybe not be very clear, and you can have a lot of misunderstanding with work, or also a lot of misunderstanding with your partner. So this is about Monday. We're moving forward on Tuesday. The moon is still gonna be on Virgo. It's still gonna be have this. It's felt this trine with Pluto and Mercury retrograde. Is not going to have those tensions with Mars though. Mars is going to be in Pisces, and this desire for you to move is going to be triggered so much on Tuesday. You want to move. You want to get out of this sticky situation you are. You feel like something's coming up on it, something is moving, and you want to shift. You want to get on with the things that you want. There's gonna be a tension with an energy because of the moon. It's in 22 degrees of Virgo, and the sun is 29 degrees of Sagittarius, and at the same time Saturn is still on Sagittarius. And those affecting energies, there's gonna be like you want to move, but there's a restrictions. You want to shine, but guess what? There is still something is not done. Something is not quite a bit fixed. So this is gonna be the old past that has not been resolved. Old issues that has not been resolved inside of you. When you take your mask off and everything off, has not been cleared just because you didn't clear it out, or some others has not been cleared out for you. So there's going to be a trigger that comes in on Tuesday about this, simply because when the moon moves on Wednesday and it's going to go to a Libra, it's going to be about this energy about your relationships with others. And that relationships with others is because the moon is going to be on the first degrees of Libra. It will square the sun, which is the sun is going to move into Capricorn, and that squaring will going to trigger those things about, did you do the right things, did you do the right actions. Those are the communications between Capricorn and Libra, and we're talking about the one seeks perfections in the profession, and the other says, well, you can be a professional as much as you want to, but if you don't provide the good feelings with people, you're never gonna get the perfect perfection. And as the Capricorn comes in, is like, I don't care about feelings, I care about perfection. So this energy on Wednesday can bring you a lot of things within the relationship with you, but also with people at work. So again, be very careful with those shifts that comes in right now, because the energy is very important of how you perceived it on these situations. So that's about Wednesday. On Thursday, the energy is gonna be kind of like two opposite directions moving towards each other. It's gonna be like the positive, the negative, just gonna be boom inside of you, and this boom inside of you is gonna create a lot of tensions. You don't know which road to take. To be a positive, to be a negative, to go ahead and express your feelings or hide yourself down. Simply because the moon is gonna be coming in together with Jupiter and Libra, and that will be on opposition with Uranus. And Uranus right now, it's little bit by little slowing down because it's gonna be arriving to the place where he wants to become direct. And at the same time, this squaring with Capricorn at where the Pluto is also create a square with Uranus. And this is T-squaring is going to be triggered a lot on Thursday. So you need to be very careful with your relationships and what are you trying to do? What are you trying to achieve? The best part is to use Venus trine with the moon, because the moon is going to be 17 degrees in the morning and Venus is 17 degrees in Aquarius. And by using that love, you to connect to the universe. So use your love with whatever you do on Thursday. Calm down, find a peace, find a relax of it, and find the new way of you need to act. That's what these triggers are all about on Thursday and Friday. A lot of you is gonna be, oh, thanks God it's Friday, Christmas coming, everything's gonna be okay, everything's gonna be fine. And the moon is gonna approaching. Guess what? The moon is gonna be approaching Scorpio. And when the moon approaching Scorpio, this is a lot. We're talking about water. But what kind of water? We're talking about the water that wants to move, water that wants to remove the things that do not serve you. And those tensions inside of you is like, you know what? I had enough of this. I need to remove it. And that's going to be triggered for Christmas. I don't need this part. I don't need this relationship anymore. I see that this relationship did not work anymore. It's a time for me to do what I need to do. I have to allow God, the universe, the things to come up. Simply because Scorpio represents the sacred relationship. And whatever it's not involved from that does not exist. And it needs to be removed. And that's the relationship with others, the sacred relationship with others. And there's gonna be this trigger with Mars, and Mars is in Pisces, which is also water. And we're talking about the moon is gonna be the first degrees of Scorpio during a Friday, and Mars is going to be trying that energy, and Mars is going to make this move part inside of you like, hey, it's time to move up, you've been stuck, it's time for you to go face your challenges, it's time for you to go get to work, it's time for you to adjust your thinking, it's time for you to make the other choices, not the choices you made before. And that's why this part on Friday is going to be towards Christmas. And a lot of you is going to be doing this inner work about what needs to be done. And Saturday, the moon is in the mid Scorpio. It's going to trine Mars. It's going to trine Neptune and Pisces. And it's also going to be getting within 60 degrees with Mercury retrograde and Pluto. So basically on Saturday there's going to be this joyful time, except the one thing it's going to be this tension of Mercury retrograde will be about careful what you're talking. Simply because the T-square between Pluto, which is in Capricorn, together with Mercury, who is retrograde, is going to be have the T-square with Jupiter and Libra, and with the retrograde Uranus still in Aries. You got to be very careful what you're saying, to who you're saying, and what you're saying. Mercury retrograde creates a lot of locomotions with in a relationship and inner thinking. As I said before, focus on you, not on others. If you need to contact someone and tell them things, you have to be very precise what you're telling them on it. And this is about a Saturday, which is Christmas, and the 25th, again, the moon is still in Scorpio. So again, during this time, you definitely gonna be thinking about things that didn't work out inside of you. things that you really want to let it go. You want to fix your partnership simply because Venus is going to be an exact trine with Jupiter. We're talking about the Venus is going to be 20 degrees in Aquarius, and Jupiter is in 20 degrees in Libra. And we're talking about 20 degrees 25 minutes, 20 degrees 23 minutes. So the love is going to be very powerful because those two planets are responsible to grow. And when they are in a very good position, Jupiter and Venus, the love grows, just blooms inside of you like a pulsing. And at the same time, the moon is actually squaring Venus, simply to say that, hey, that love did not work out. Maybe you should focus on something else. And that's the power of this shifting within the moon that goes on into it. And I hopefully everything this will work out for you. I hopefully this report helps you out. And my personal advice is try not to make permanent decisions during Mercury retrograde, but thinking about inside of you what changes you want to make until Mercury retrograde is done. Thank you so much for watching this report, and I will see you next week.